Hello, everyone, and welcome to another quick episode of Superstitions, the series where we delve into the history, legends, and any truth surrounding those infamous old wives' tales, those myths born of wild coincidence or of real magic, those ritualistic habits built sometimes over millennia. Tonight, we'll be cracking into a superstition we probably should have cracked into nearer to the holidays. One involving a cooked bird, one curious piece of cartilage, and a little friendly competition. Are you prepared to learn the origins behind the Magic Wishbone? Okay, so we've all heard this one, right? It's the holidays, families having a good time, then suddenly someone shouts, "Hey, it's time to crack the wishbone." Before you know it, two people are intensely focused on a small Y-shaped bone, grasping opposing sides of the doubled or V'd end. Before, snap! They pull it in half, the puller with the longer portion being selected as victor. In some variations, the game doesn't stop here, and the puller with the longer piece must then conceal the winning bone in a hand of their choice, behind their back. If the puller with the smaller piece then selects the correct hand, they are declared the winner instead, giving the competition even chance for redemption. As a reward, the victor receives a single wish, in some instances good fortune, and bragging rights worthy of a Monopoly status table flip. This tradition is so widely spread, who hasn't pulled a wishbone or two in their life? And even for those who haven't, can any of us really say we haven't heard of the practice, seen it in a million Hollywood productions, cartoons, literature? But where did it all start? Not surprisingly, for a superstition as widespread as the wishbone, this legend dates back pretty far, to somewhere between 900 and 700 BCE during the time of the Etruscans, an ancient people hailing from Etruria, Italy, whose civilization was located between the Arno and Tiber rivers. The Etruscans held a common belief that birds were symbols, oracles, and could see the future. When they would slaughter birds, namely livestock chickens, bones would be saved in hopes that some of the bird's powers could be attained. The furcula, or wishbone, was a portion of bone located at the meeting point of both clavicles, directly above the sternum. It was commonly saved for luck and for wishes, with Etruscans believing that if one stroked the small bone while visualizing their desire, it would most certainly manifest in reality. In 509 BCE, the Roman Republic began, and over time the Etruscans were effectively pushed off the map. As we all know, great civilizations' falls weren't exactly as clean-cut as history books like to make them, and obviously, Roman and whatever Etruscan culture may have remained at that point did mix to an extent. Romans adopted a range of Etruscan beliefs and traditions, the wishbone being one of them. Incidentally, chickens became a standard commodity in Roman culture. When times were hard, those holding wishbones began breaking them in an attempt to spread luck to all of Rome. In 55 BCE, Julius Caesar invaded Britain, bringing in a slew of Roman traditions with him. And guess which tradition was among those? Over the following centuries, Britain formed their own legend, slightly different from that of Rome's share the love policy. Their legend stated that two people were to pull, and that the person who got the larger piece got to make a single wish. This tradition held, spread, evolved, and was nearly ironclad by the time British colonists began making their way to America. The settling of Jamestown occurring in 1607, followed closely by the Mayflowers landing at Plymouth Rock, Massachusetts in 1620. Colonists brought their beliefs with them to the New World, and in North America, a land wrought with wild turkeys and hard times, the wishbone and its fortune-changing power wasn't going anywhere anytime soon. Today, many still hold intact wishbones for good luck, wearing them as jewelry or carrying one with them in a purse or wallet. In Europe, a variation of the wishbone tradition has someone balance the wishbone on their nose while making the wish, then shaking it off to break on a hard floor, which it's said ensures the wish will come true. While the whole wishbone is still considered to be good luck, most modern superstitions state that it must be broken to release the wish. Interestingly enough, some have theorized that this ridiculously ancient belief actually bred a very well-known and commonly implemented phrase, that phrase being lucky break. As with all superstitions, what you believe in is up to you, but remember, belief is a powerful force. A single desire brought to fruition, even with good intentions, could result in catastrophe. Isn't that what all of those old stories try to warn us about? Something as simple as, "I wish for some peace and quiet," manifested through a neutral outlet could easily kill off half the planet without proper forethought. For now, it would probably be best not to take this tradition lightly, but have fun with it, and most importantly, be very, very careful what you wish for. Thank you everyone for tuning in to our detailed look at the superstition Magic Wishbones. If you enjoyed listening to our stories as much as we enjoyed telling them to you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you know when fresh content is coming out. Click that like button down below, and most importantly, share this video and our channel with anyone you think needs a little scare. We'll see you next time.